Peoria, Illinois, and I own a women's clothing boutique. Right now, I am on Prospect, but I will be moving to a newer location. So I'm a little bit under construction, but you can still come shop with me on Prospect or online.
Where can they reach you at online? What's the name of your boutique?
www.traceoffashion.com.
Trace of Fashion. Yeah. So you're in a boutique. So is clothes and fashion has been something that's been a part of your whole life, or was it something that you just fell into?
So I would say it's been a part of my whole life. I did want to go to fashion school, which that didn't work out. But in 2013, I found a vendor and started selling women's clothes. I try to have a variety of different things. As you can see, I got the accessories, shoes, purses, and all of that.
Do you find when you're picking out clothes, is it from your point of view of things you want to wear that you find that it was difficult to find, or do you try to think about what people actually say they can't find, or a combination of both?
A combination of both. I do like to put my taste in it, but I do try to provide for everybody.
When you first started wanting to take it to the next level as far as selling anything, what research, or did you have anybody you could have reached out to give you information about finding vendors? How did you go about the process of finding vendors and trying to establish your business?
I had no help at all. I Googled everything. Everything is online. It's all accessible to you. All you have to do is do the research for it. So that's what I did. I just did the research, reached out to, I was in Missouri at the time, living in St. Louis, so I just went to the courthouse and asked them the steps I needed to take to get my business license and went from there.
Do you say like the learner, so you started in Missouri and then moved to Peoria to start doing it, or it was you started in Missouri and then when you got back to Peoria, you ended up putting it together, or it was you just transitioned with it?
So when I started in Missouri, kind of had came into a time where, most of my customers was from Peoria because, essentially that's where I'm from. And I didn't really know anybody in Missouri. But at the time that I came into selling clothes, someone else that's also very popular, she was selling clothes too. She was providing items that were more affordable for women, so they were shopping with her more, so I kind of fell back because I wanted to provide, the best quality for people. I really didn't want to fall back into just buying cheap things just so people can buy from me. I'm actually building a brand, so I just stuck to it and just fell to the wayside. And when I got back to Peoria, I kind of wanted to change some things because now at this time, there's many women out here selling clothes, so I just decided to do events. Like I was set up as a vendor at an event, but that grew, and then the business opportunity to have a store just kind of had fell into my lap. So I just been growing from there.
And like that just segues to my next question is, with it being other women doing it, did you ever get discouraged? Like, I ain't gonna find my place, or did you look at it was like it was gonna be too much competition, or did you just looking like I know what I'm trying? Has there ever been a time where you might have wanted to link up with somebody that was doing something probably a little bit different? Y'all could have collaborated on certain things, or it's just you've been just doing it solo and just grinding out this whole time?
I have reached out to a couple people and try to offer advice and stuff like that, and some people I don't know what it is, but they weren't really receiving it. So, like I said, at this point, I just stay in my lane and
just do
what I do, but I'm not against it at all.
Did you have anybody, when you was trying to figure out, like, to do the business aspect, did you have anybody in your family, any friends that was aiding, assisting you, kind of helping you, or it was basically just you after work, just grinding out and finding everything that you could about your business yourself?
So when I first started, I did start out with somebody, and then, like I said, when we fell to the wayside, I just ended up picking it up by myself. But I am still in business with her. I also have a hairline, and that's still my same partner, and she, 100% with me.
Okay, with you having a hairline, so do you incorporate your hair in your clothing in the same storefront, or is it two separate businesses, or do you plan on bringing them together all in one? You can just have a one-stop shop for women, from hair to clothes, to accessories, to everything else.
Yep, I got my hair, the wigs, they sitting in there.
And somebody wanted to order online, how would that process go? Where would they go to find your website, and how would that process go of ordering online?
So the website is www.traceoffashion.com, and you can place your order and have it shipped, or if you would like to pick it up at the store, that is free of charge. You would just click pick up in the shipping.
Yeah, so if say you didn't have something in your store, but they seen something that they like, would you like, if they wanted to, can they send something to you and you can go out and find it, or you only strictly deal with things that you have your own inventory?
No, I do it all the time. Yep.
You do it all the time. So
yeah.
If somebody found something somewhere else and they came to you and was like, can you get this for me? You will go out and you will find that for them.
Yep.
But you say you had a higher quality, so you demanded a higher dollar. And how did people receive that when they was used to paying a cheaper dollar for something that might have not been as quality as you had it?
That is really hard. It's still kind of something I deal with, because people they complain about the quality not being good, but they also don't want to pay for it at all. So, and then you have people who buy from other people and they're like, okay, they automatically look and see, oh, she wants $60 for that. I ain't finna pay $60 for that, not knowing that my quality is totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I ask people all the time, just come in and see me and see what I got.
So do you find, as being a smaller business in a smaller market, that is, you have to do a lot more to try to get people to support what you're doing than somebody else?
At times, yes, I do. And this is a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, a lot of ambition, a lot of time. You gotta have a lot of drive to do it.
Do you ever feel, maybe not offended, but sometimes like annoyed that people constantly try to mark you down and not understand what you put in on the back end, the resources you had to do, and like sometimes people put up their own money, like they don't understand that. It's like, so sometimes do you ever feel annoyed when somebody asks you, or is it become routine and you just kind of like brush it off? Because at this point it's kind of like you're used to it.
So yeah, I'm the type of person, I'm an easygoing, so a lot of times I just brush it off. But sometimes it can get a little irritating, because it's just like, if you ain't never been in business, then you don't know. And I've even seen people on Facebook have conversations, and then I've seen them turn around and start selling something, and then now they get it. It's like
what about the support of women? Do you think it's more, do you think that your overall customer base is women that look like you, or do you find that people that not necessarily look like you, but people that know you, or do you find that most of your customers people that you don't know and just interested in with your product?
A lot of my customers I did not know.
You did not know, so you find that you get more support from people that you don't know than people you do know.
Yes.
Say you're going to construction now, you're moving into a new shop. What was that process coming from just dealing with online to a storefront? What was the process? Was that a whole new experience and a whole new lesson had to be learned? Because it's totally different from dealing with online to now you in a building where you might have to pay rent, got to keep electricity, you know what I'm saying? That's, you used to that traffic, now you got to get people in the store. What was the transition from getting people online to come in the store?
It was really weird, because it seemed like I lost a lot of customers that I had for pickup. Like, half the people that used to shop with me before I had a store, I don't even see them no more. And I don't know what happened to them. I have no idea. It's really crazy. But I had graduated from nursing school and got the store all at the same time. So trying to be able to balance them out, I wanted to work in my career. You know what I'm saying? I can't be at both places at the same time. So I lose a lot of money also not being open every day. So with the new store, I will be hiring a full-time associate to be there so the store can be open all the time.
Has COVID changed or made you do business a little different? Because I know people like the social distance, so business opening up and everything. So has COVID affected you in a way that has made you look at doing business a different way, or is it still kind of the same way with you?
It's kind of the same. Business slowed down, but not necessarily, because people were still having their side parties and, you know, stuff like that. So business really did still continue.
Okay, what's the plan and the vision for your company?
My plan and my vision is to expand citywide.
So basically, kind of like franchise, just having shops here, and everywhere else, and still providing an online service at the same time.
Yes.
With that being said, like, do you believe like storefronts are coming to an end? Like when you go to the mall and things like that, it's like things are getting shut down more. Do you think it'll be better to be online, or do you still think storefront still kind of is going to still be always something that's needed for a storefront?
I don't know. I think about that all the time. But then too, I look at what they was providing the mall too. Like, people want to look different. They don't want to have on the same thing that everybody else have. You know what I'm saying? So I try to provide one of each item. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't looking the same. They look for stuff like that. You know. So and then I mean, they styles too at the mall. Like, they don't kind of dress like we dress. You know what I'm saying? So I provide more things that people are looking for. So I'm not too worried about it, but I also don't want to go and just get a big old store and then I do potentially see like, yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah. So what do you find like your inspiration when you're looking at new styles and new trends, and where's your inspiration? Is you looking like on Instagram, or you looking at celebrities? Or are you just taking on as you grow into your style and you just incorporating that into everything, or do you look at other things for inspiration as what you want to put in your store?
I don't look I don't look at nothing else. I just think I just got it.
Yeah, it's a natural talent.
Yes.
Yeah. Where can they find you, and what's all your social media if people want to get in contact with you to purchase any of your items or anything where can they find you at?
You can find me on Facebook, Trace of Fashion. You can email me, traceoffashion@gmail.com, or you can contact me by phone, 309-210-7214.
How important is it to you by having girls for them to see you going out and venturing and becoming your own boss and creating something for yourself?
It's very important to me, especially being black. So, you know, I just feel like you never have to depend on nobody for nothing. You said, like, I'm definitely a natural born hustler. Like, I've totally sold everything you could probably think of. So I mean, and it just came from struggles. Like, you ain't gotta struggle. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody. You ain't gotta depend on nobody. If you got a mouth, you got feet, and you can move around and talk, then you can get out here and get this money.
Anybody you want to shout out and want to thanks for supporting you on the long run?
I will say that I will be a speaker at the Bosses Brunch that's coming up February 28th, hosted by Mary Moore. Like I said, the new location will be coming soon, hopefully opening up by Valentine's Day. And just want to shout out to all my supporters, because without y'all, there is no me.
I'd like to thank you again, Ashley and Trace of Fashion, and to the people. Y'all heard, get up with her.
Thank